Welcome to this deep dive into one of the most elegant yet underutilized tools in statistics, the coefficient of variation, often abbreviated as CV. Imagine you are an investor or a scientist. You are asked to compare the stability of two completely different systems, perhaps the daily price fluctuations of a high-value stock like Amazon versus the weight fluctuations of a tiny biological sample in a lab. How do you compare the risk or variability when the scales of measurement are worlds apart? This is the classic comparing apples to oranges dilemma in data science. Section 1. Understanding the foundation. Before we tackle the CV, we must briefly revisit our two pillars, the arithmetic mean and the standard deviation. The mean gives us the central tendency, the average story. The standard deviation measures the absolute dispersion, how far, on average, data points sit from the mean. While the standard deviation is powerful, it has a significant limitation. It is scale dependent. If you measure height in meters, your standard deviation is in meters. If you switch to millimeters, the number explodes by 1,000, even though the actual variability hasn't changed. Section 2. The scale problem. Let's look at a practical example. Suppose we compare the weight of an elephant and a mouse. An elephant might weigh 5,000 kilograms with a standard deviation of 100 kilograms. A mouse might weigh 20 grams with a standard deviation of 5 grams. If we only look at the standard deviation, the elephant seems more variable because 100 is much larger than 5. But is it? A 100 kilogram fluctuation for a 5-ton animal is tiny, whereas a 5-gram fluctuation for a 20-gram mouse is a massive 25% of its body weight. This is where absolute measures fail us. Section 3. Defining the coefficient of variation. To solve this, we use the CV. The formula is elegantly simple. The standard deviation divided by the mean, usually multiplied by 100 to get a percentage. Mathematically, CV equals sigma divided by mean times 100. By dividing by the mean, we cancel out the units of measurement. We transform an absolute measure of spread into a relative measure of dispersion. This makes the value dimensionless, allowing us to compare the variability of a giant's weight to the variability of a microscopic cell. Section 4. Real-world finance. Apples versus oranges. In the financial world, the CV is known as the relative risk. Consider two stocks. Stock A, a blue-chip giant, trading at $1,500 with an annual SD of $150, and Stock B, a tech startup trading at $10 with an SD of $5. Stock A's SD is higher, but its CV is only 10%. Stock B has a much lower SD, but its CV is 50%. The startup is 5 times more volatile relative to its price. For an investor, the CV provides a much clearer picture of risk per unit of return. Section 5. Quality control and industrial engineering. In manufacturing, consistency is king. Imagine a factory producing two things, ball bearings for jet engines and massive steel beams for bridges. A variation of 1 millimeter in a bridge beam is negligible, but 1 millimeter in a ball bearing is a catastrophe. Engineers use the CV to monitor process capability. A lower CV indicates a more precise and stable manufacturing process, regardless of whether the part being produced is microscopic or humongous. Section 6. Biological and medical research. Scientists use the CV to validate laboratory assays. For example, when testing a new drug's effect on heart rate versus its effect on blood glucose, the units, beats per minute versus milligrams per deciliter, cannot be compared directly. By calculating the CV across different experimental trials, researchers can determine which physiological response is more stable or which measurement method is more reliable across diverse patient populations. Section 7. Interpretation and critical pitfalls. However, the CV is not a magic wand. It has a major Achilles heel, the mean. If the mean is 0 or very close to 0, the CV will approach infinity or become extremely sensitive to tiny changes, making it useless. Furthermore, the CV is only truly meaningful for ratio scale data, data where a value of 0 actually means nothing exists, like weight, height, or Kelvin temperature. Using it on interval scales like Celsius or Fahrenheit can lead to misleading results. In conclusion, the coefficient of variation is the bridge that allows us to compare the uncomparable. It moves us from absolute numbers to relative truths. Whether you are managing a portfolio, running a clinical trial, or optimizing a factory, the CV ensures you aren't fooled by the scale of the data. As we've seen, comparing apples to oranges is not just possible, it's scientifically precise. References. 1. Gujarati, D.N., Basic Economics. 2. John E. Friend, Mathematical Statistics with Applications. 3. Mo, D.S., The Basic Practice of Statistics. 4. Spiegel, M.R., Sham's Outline of Statistics.